Countdown. Tonight's #1 story up next. Here's your hint. If this is one of the many faces of Jesus, what about the many clothes of Jesus and the many shoes, the many accessories? Oh, boy. And tonight's #1 story, Jesus Christ. This guy's getting a lot of publicity. Firstly, having already become the highest-grossing gross film in history, the highest-grossing film performed in several dead languages in history. The Passion has added another record to the hype, barring a sudden surge by the new Val Kilmer thriller. Mel Gibson's film will become the highest-grossing R-rated film ever. More Boffo box office reports as it will pass The Matrix in ticket sales any day now. That's the not surprising news. 3 weeks into the phenomena otherwise known as The Passion, the biggest surprise might be in this poll, a survey for the Institute for Jewish and Community Research. 8 in 10 Americans familiar with the film say it has not made them more or less likely to blame today's Jews for Jesus' crucifixion. 9% said it actually made them less likely to blame them. 2% said more likely. It's not all about Gibson or brotherhood, though. It's also about personal glory. James Caviezel, the actor who plays Christ in the film, got to meet the Pope. Yesterday morning, this was at the Vatican, which confirmed the visit but released no details, nor did Caviezel, who would say only that he was moved by the meeting. It's been quite a role for the man who once played Slavnik in the film G.I. Jane. During production of The Passion, he was hit by lightning, which in the final part of our #1 story is probably how some of the faithful feel about developments from the world of merchandise. Come to think of it, you can still be an atheist and still be offended at this. It is the new Dressup Jesus, a magnetic game showing Christ on the cross, available at an Urban Outfitters near you. The kit is designed to look just like a book of paper dolls. Among the interchangeable outfits, a devil's suit, a black skull shirt, and even a hula skirt for those trips to Waikiki. Sort of follow-up to Urban Outfitters' other lines of Jesus-related products, including wrapping paper and a Jesus is my homeboy trucker cap. The company says it's just reflecting the diversity of opinion within its consumer base. Not everyone is convinced diversity is a good thing right here.
Totally inappropriate.
It's probably pretty in line with Urban Outfitters stuff. I don't know, I guess they're a little bit irreverent.
Even more to the point, since when does Jesus wear briefs? That question conveniently bringing us to the #1 thing you need to know about tonight's #1 story. Not that they're pushing for historical accuracy, nonetheless. The earliest possible date Jesus could have worn briefs would have been 1935. On January 19th of that year, Jockey introduced the first briefs to the world, unwittingly spawning the most inane campaign question in history: boxers or briefs? Mr. Christ. Let's recap the top 5 countdown stories, the ones we think you'll be talking about tomorrow. #5, the footage of Osama bin Laden, caught on camera by an unmanned CIA drone the year before 9/11, obtained exclusively by NBC News. Now the question remains, why didn't we get him then? There'll be more on this story tomorrow night on Countdown. 4, Jackson and the grand jury, a request for Michael Jackson to testify voluntarily. Sources say he will decline. His ex-wife Lisa Marie Presley could be next after an interview on Australian television. 3, the horrors of the highways. Police named Charles McCoy Jr. as the suspect in the sniper shootings around Columbus, Ohio, after his father gives authorities one of his alleged weapons. McCoy still on the loose tonight. 2, the proof, sadly enough, in the popcorn vapors from the butter flavoring at a microwave popcorn factory, leaving ex-worker Eric Peoples with permanent damage to his lungs. Now the government is investigating the effects of the butter vapor. And #1, the prophet of Jesus, prophet with an F, not with a PH. The Passion, set to become the most popular R-rated movie in history. Urban Outfitters cashing in on the trend with its very own, very controversial dress-up magnetic Jesus doll. Let's count down. Thanks for being part of it. I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night and good luck.